Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai.
जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की, श्री गुंडीचा मंदिर मार्जन की, श्रीमन चैतन्य महाप्रभु की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, विधाय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च वाञ्छा एव च पतितानां तावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to our morning discussion on the topic of Shri Gundicha Mandir Marjanam, which is soon to come. But because today is Sunday, we are celebrating here today, because today is free day for devotees. So we can have it. What is it basically? Cleansing of the temple premises. This is daily activity. Shri Vigraharadhana Nityanana Shringar Tanmandira Marjanado Yuktasya Bhaktamscha Niyunjatopi Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. In his Shri Guru Ashtakam verses, stanzas given by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the third stanza says, Shri Vigraha Aradhan, the worshipping of the deities. Shringara, Nana Shringar, different Shringar. We have such beautiful Shringar. This is morning, evening we have another one. And daytime also we keep offering flowers. In the summer season we change the garlands also, those which are outside of the dressing of the deities. What has gone inside cannot be changed because turban and all the decoration is done. But let's say there is a bouquet in the hand of Srimati Radharani. So that we change in the summer because by afternoon, evening it becomes dried up. So this is continuous. Tat mandir marjanado. Their mandir, their temple. We cleanse it, we clean it. So altar the pujari will do after arti is over because all the items are offered. So then next items which are not offered will get mixed up. So that's why he will clean it up very nicely. Three things are most important in deity worship. Srila Prabhupada told Her Grace Shilavati Mataji. Punctuality, cleanliness, and sincerity. So that's what Shilavati Mataji was the teacher for all the Matajis in deity worship for whole of ISKCON that time in the beginning days. Because Prabhupada had trained her and it was her duty service to train other Matajis. So her grace Ladini Mataji had gone from New Vrindavan to where she was and she learnt it. So Mandir Marjan is a daily activity. It is not once in a year. Daily it has to be done. Because of our main focus on preaching, going out and giving Krishna consciousness to others, devotees may not then do this exclusively. And then we have and sometimes lakhs of rupees go monthly in paying them depending on the scale of the temple. But ideally, it is to be done by all devotees only. It is to be done by the spiritual master himself. Tat mandir marjanado. Once Srila Prabhupada was asked by his disciples, some of the disciples, that Prabhupada, we are given this nice, wonderful Krishna consciousness by you. What was our qualification that we got this? Prabhupada said, you had no qualification. I created qualification for you. Another time they said that we are very grateful to you. How can we reciprocate? Prabhupada said, all these ISKCON temples, whatever the number of temples we had then, I don't know how many were there, 70, 80, 40, or 50, 40. So Prabhupada said, I am supposed to be doing deity worship there. I am supposed to cook for the deities. I am supposed to dress them. I am supposed to clean the temple. But alone, how can I do it? Worldwide service. So you please assist me in that. So then we assist. That's why Yuktasya Bhaktam Shani Yunjatvapi. He engages his disciples also. Niyunjatvapi. Engaging. Some devotees while singing say, Na Yunjatvapi. He does not engage because they will make more master will remain behind. Disciples will go ahead. So he doesn't engage them at all. So we have to know little bit Sanskrit, not too much, but little bit. Yunjatopi. He engages them. He's very enthusiastic in that. So it's our great fortune to do it. So today we'll be doing it from 2 to 4. But we'll see how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself took pleasure in rendering this service. You all have heard this past time. Every year we hear this before Rath Yatra, before Netrotsav. This comes in between cleansing of the Gundicha temple. Gundicha was Hare Krishna. Gundicha was the wife of Indradumna Maharaj, and when Indradumna Maharaj got these deities of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra carved by Vishwakarma in the form of old person, then the deities were to be installed. They got installed also. Brahmaji did it personally. This is around 15 crore 36 lakhs years back. Hmm. That is the history. This is the oldest festival in the creation. Jagannath Rath Yatra festival. For the 100 years that Brahmaji lives, that is called a Pararda, two Paradas. 50 years, first Parada, another 50 years, second Pararda. So Pararda has begun, second one. And in the beginning of that only, the Lord is worshipped at Niladri in the form of Nilamadav. But then he disappears in the beginning of second Parartha, Satyayug. And that was the time King Indradumna was there, ruling from Avanti Desh. He was very eager to take darshan, but then by the time he reached Jagannath Puri, Lord disappeared, but he was revealed that don't worry, I will appear in the form of Daru Brahma, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. So then they appeared, they were installed. That time, Lord Jagannath Baldev Subhadra were very happy with King Indradumna, and they said, ask for any benediction. So then he said, I want three benediction. They said, okay, what? That your hand should never be dry. That means they should be always wait with prasadam. Keep eating. We'll offer you 56 offerings every day. And because many pilgrims to come, you should take little less rest. So then he sleeps somewhere 11:30, 12 o'clock Lord sleeps and 3 o'clock he gets up. The Lord Lord Jagannath. And third, let me have no child. And Gundicha Devi, his wife was shocked. What? No child? Kings are supposed to have children. Every grahastha would like to have and they want to have putravinam grahashunyam. The house is empty, hollow, useless, without putra, without son. Son has to be there for every grahastha. So sometimes three, four daughters, so they still wait. Hopefully, at least one son will have. Son, lot of glories are there anyway. So then she was shocked, and Lord, this Indradumna Maharaj gave explanation. If my son is there, he will say that this temple was built by my father. So it's my temple, our temple. So then Jagannath will not be Jagannath in the true sense. He will become only this dynasty Nath. So that should be avoided. So let there be no child for me. So then Gundicha was crying like anything because women like to have children. So that is good also for them psychologically, physically, all different ways. So then Lord Jagannath told your child. So accept me only as your child, and every year I will come to your temple. When the Rath Yatra happens, he told everything how to perform Rath Yatra and all that. So then I will come to your temple and stay with you. So then she was happy. So the Gundicha temple is in memory of Gundicha Devi, the wife of King Pratap, King Indradyumna. And every year Lord Jagannath goes there, stays there for around 7 or 9 days, and then Ulta Rath he returns back to Sri Mandir, his temple in Niladri. So we'll see the pastime. This pastime of cleansing Gundicha temple before Rath Yatra happens, because Lord will be going and staying there, so the premises should be very clean. Throughout the year, there are no deities there. It's an empty temple. Unique temple. Temple is there, no deities, no worship, nothing for whole year except when Lord stays there for those few days after Rath Yatra. So then the temple is not so clean because no worship and not so much cleaning. Or in general, some cleaning will happen through the king of Odisha, but not like proper cleaning. Now Lord Jagannath is going to come. It has to be like spotless, like shining like mirror only. Very high standard of cleanliness. So the king would arrange that before the Gundicha temple, Gundicha Marjan ceremony. On that day, he would do that with the help of hundreds of his sweepers, etc. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was personally wanting to do it with all his associates. Not that some people do it who don't have so much understanding. They do it because they're employees, they get money for it. But ideally, bhakti is offered with love and devotion. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti uparuttam. Two times bhakti word has come. Prabhupada translates one word as love and other as devotion. If one offers me with love and devotion, same thing only is there. Devotion means love, love means devotion. So, but it's the same thing. So Prabhupada has told that. So that should be done by devotees, not by employees, not by outsiders. So all the bhakti processes should be done by us. So that's what we will see now. How Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got it done. How was his enthusiasm to that? Something, so many things to learn. We'll see some of the things. So this comes in Madhya Leela of Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, the cleansing of the Gundicha temple. Ei matana rangi dina kata gela Jagannath hera ratha yatra nikata haila. Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was residing in Jagannath Puri for some time because he took sannyas in 1510. Then he reached, that was in Magh month. In Falgun month, he reached Jagannath Puri. In Chaitra month, he delivered Sarvam Bhattacharya. Vaishak beginning, he proceeded for South Indian tour. He came back only after 2 years. So this is 1512, just time before Rath Yatra. So that is the time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had come. His residence, the house of Kashi Mishra, was already arranged when Mahaprabhu had left for South Indian tour by Pratap King by the request of Sarvam Bhattacharya. So now Mahaprabhu is staying there and he is enjoying his residence in Jagannath Puri Dham, and Rath Yatra is coming closer. Padisha Patra Sarvabhaum me Bolaya Anila. So first he called Kashi Mishra, then he called Podicha, that is the superintendent, and then Sarvam Bhattacharya also for a particular specific purpose. तीन जन पाशे प्रभु हसिया कहिला कुंडीचा मंदिर मार्जन सेवा मागी नीला. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled and said, I want to cleanse this Gundicha temple, whole premise. So one should be happy to render service. Hope devotees are happy. 2 to 4, all will be present and they will render service. So this should be actually done 24 hours. Our His Grace Jayanand Prabhu, we all know. On Rath Yatra, Prabhupada instructed his photo has to be there. Anywhere in the world, any corner of the world where ISKCON Rath Yatra goes on, his photo has to be there. Compulsory. In case you don't find any Rath Yatra not there, so you request the management duty. They will do it because Prabhupada's instruction is there. Because he was the pioneer for Rath building. Had he not been there, then in one sense, building Rath would have been easy. Once there was, he built it up, almost done, and in the night there was heavy storm just before night began, and whole Rath collapsed because the wooden structure it could not last. It just collapsed, and you were wondering tomorrow is Rath Yatra. Now what to do? It took so many days for us to come to this almost completion level, and now it's gone. But our Janan Prabhu enthusiastically requested all the devotees, let us do it, we'll do it. Lord wants to go on parade, so it will be done. And they all worked very hard under Janan Prabhu's guidance. And by next day, just before the Rath was to start, not morning, whatever the time, afternoon or whatever. So before that time, the Rath was ready. His Grace Janan Prabhu ki. So when he left body, Prabhupada said that he went back to God at Golok Vrindavan and his photo has to be there. His is the only disappearance day we celebrate, and it is there in our Vaishnav calendar. Nobody else. Prabhupada was always grateful to all his disciples, and different times, different places, he has mentioned his gratitude towards them. Like Govinda Dasi, he expressed his gratitude in the fourth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam when the Lord was visiting him. And there he had to offer tulsi leaves. So Prabhupada says that in case it is not available in some very peculiar situations, then one can offer some other leaves also. But he then discusses how in our ISKCON in the America there are no tulsi plants, and then what to do? Eh? Every time boga you offer, you have to have tulsi leaf in that. So where are tulsi plants there in America? Cold weather. It was not tulsi was not growing only. So then it was concern of Prabhupada and Her Grace Govindasi Mataji. She was very enthusiastic. She did lot of research, this that, and ultimately after a long time she could make sure that tulsi plant grows in US in America. So Prabhupada was so grateful, so he has expressed his gratitude in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. We are very grateful to Her Grace Govindasi Mataji, who with her efforts, now Tulsi is growing wonderfully in America. Her Grace Tulsi, Her Grace Govindasi Mataji ki. So we should glorify all these devotees. If you are in West, then you understand what it means to have Tulsi plant. Here in India, she grows profusely in our homes. So one should be happy. Jayanand Prabhu, though was mechanical engineer by profession, never was a hippie. Though he was engineer, he did not choose to be slave under somebody in a company or wherever. He had his own cab driving like that. Every day he would drive, whatever he would get, he was satisfied with that. When he met devotees, because though he was a brahmachari then, still there was no money in ISKCON. So every day as a brahmachari, he would drive cab. And whatever money would come, he would offer everything to Srila Prabhupada. A very amazing personality. For I think for Nectar of Devotion also he gave some $5,000 or something. Whatever he had, everything he offered for printing that book. Prabhupada was very grateful. Though he was president because of his high qualifications, he would not be comfortable as a president. And then he would catch some another younger to him, whosoever he was in that temple. He would request that Prabhu, see, you can be a better president than me. Hmm? Because of this, because of that, he would glorify like anything. And then the devotee would understand that Jayanandru wants me to be the president. So as a service to Jayanandru for his pleasure, that devotee would accept, okay, Prabhu, let me be president. So then he would say, okay. And then he's made president, and Jayanandru would take broom and collector and go on cleaning the premises of that particular temple. Just a simple brahmachari, like that he would stay. So this is ideal for us, such kind of attitude. He was in ISKCON only for 10 years, something like 1966 to 76. He left before Prabhupada. But 10 years are so amazing. So many books have been written about him. So he is the pioneer of our in ISKCON Rath building. So he was very happy. Just like here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled and called these three devotees and said that we want to render this service of cleansing Gundicha temple. And seva has to be begged. We have to beg. Seva adhikar diye koro nijodasi. It's adhikar. We should not escape from service. This cleaning of this is a bhangi, street super's job, not me. I am senior brahmachari, I am senior devotee, I am this, I am that. This is nonsense. We cannot say that. Prabhupada, though ISKCON was not founded by them, but he was cooking for the hippies. By the books that he sold, he carried around 200 set of Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto in 3 volumes. So 600 books he carried. And he would sell it in the market with the money obtained. He would purchase grocery. He would cook. He would offer to Krishna. He would serve the hippies who would come for the program Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evening. And then afterwards they would just leave. They would not even wash their hands. They would just wipe it off here, there, somewhere. They did not even have tissue paper. They were poor fellows, hippies. They would get their all whatever they wanted to do, smoking, drinking, sponsored by one of the friends who somehow had money, or some others like that. So they would just leave the plates like that. Prabhupada would pick up all the plates at the end when everybody has gone. He would wash the plates. Then he would clean the whole that temple hall, 26 Second Avenue. What services Prabhupada did? Prabhupada never said, never thought that I am sannyasi from India. If I was in India, I would have at least one personal servant. No. So that kind of pride should not be there. Anybody who is proud in bhakti, he is not progressing in bhakti. The barrier of Bhakti Devi is humility. फलवंत वृक्ष आर गुणवंत जन नम्रता से तहार स्वभाव अनुक्षण. The trees filled with fruits and people with nice qualities, they are always humble. Namrata, setahar is there. Swabhav, characteristic. Anukshan, every moment, 24 by 7, one needs to be humble. And we are so insignificant, very tiny, 1/10,000 of the tip of the hair. Our achievements in this world are hardly anything. We will not be able to carry anything in our next life. And so many anarthas in our heart. There are n number of reasons to be humble if one is really want to be. Otherwise, there can be so many reasons to be proud also. Even a beggar is proud of his begging bowl. My bowl is bigger than others. It has a base. Others is baseless. It's just a round bowl. Mine has base also. Plus, it has design. And most important, biggest collection every day. I'm the king of all the beggars in Bangalore. So like that. So even beggar can be proud. I heard a statement by one devotee. He said, "Nothing makes a proud person proud, and nothing makes a humble person proud." Like we just now saw, even a beggar is proud of begging. So what is it? Very insignificant bowl, that where he did not purchase. He might have found it by the roadside somewhere. Hmm. So anything makes a proud person proud, and nothing makes a humble person proud. He's always humble. No matter how many accomplishments, like Prabhupada is the best example. What accomplishment? Nobody can imagine. Prabhupada in Bombay, because the financial capital of India. So in order to impress all those wealthy Bombayites, Prabhupada would sometimes say that, just say I went with 40 rupees to US and now we have 40 crore or whatever, more than that also. Is there any businessman who starts his business with 40 rupees and within such a short span of time reaches such level? So all businessmen would appreciate, yeah, Swami is big businessman. Ours was, it took long time for us to where we are. But Swamiji, amazing like that. So we have to be enthusiastic. We have to be humble all the time. So Mahaprabhu is very happy. He is smilingly asking that we want Seva Adhikara Diye. So we should sometimes very limelight services, very big services like Rathayatra coordinator. Yeah, I want to be Rathayatra coordinator, and because I have so many qualifications, this. So this should not be the way. Not that I am qualified for service. I am not qualified. By getting service, it will be privilege. Service is a privilege. One should not talk about qualification. Nobody is qualified for any service, because we lack humility, and we don't have that purity of the heart. Only acharyas can render service. With pure senses only. Rushikena Rushikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. And the senses should be free from designations. Sarvopadhi Vinirmuktam Tat Paratvena Nirmalam. Rushikena Rushikesha Sevanam Bhakti. Only when the senses are not covered with the designation. That means the soul is not covered with designation. I am so and so, I am this, I am so great. So then the service is not pure. It's a contaminated service. So that's why it is not recommended. Real pure devotional service happens when one is free from all designation. So we have to be humble and we beg. Just like a beggar is not fit for getting money because he has not worked, he has not done anything. He's just sitting and begging. So he begs, please, I'm not qualified. And he may show also his not non-qualification. I don't have hand, I don't have eyes, I don't have this. They show also, isn't it? You'll see them. If he doesn't have hand, he will somehow he'll tear off his shirt or something like that so that everybody sees that there's no hand. So don't expect me to work and earn money. So you only have to give me money. You earn so much. Give me whatever, 5-10 rupees. So like that. So one has to beg for service. One should never say that I am qualified. One should never think. No point of time we should feel can ever think that I am qualified for this service. But it is a privilege. It's a mercy, causeless mercy that Lord is allowing us to render a particular service. परीक्षा कहे आमी सब सेवक तुम्हारा ये तुम्हारी इच्छा से ही कर्तव्य हमारा. The Padicha, the superintendent of the temple, said, whatever you wish, we are just your servants. Just give us an order and we are there. विशेष राजा आज्ञा हैया छे हमारे प्रभु आज्ञा यही से ही शीघ्र करिवारे. Particularly, it is the order of King Prabhu. Whatever Mahaprabhu desires, we should be at the beck and call. Immediately provide it. Whatever. Don't think twice. Immediately. Because King was convinced through Sarva Bhattacharya that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. But for the sake of delivering all the people, he has taken sannyas. He has renounced everything in the creation. तुम्हारा योग्य सेवा नहीं मंदिर मार्जना यही एक लीला कर ये तुम्हारा मन. Still, now Mahaprabhu has asked this privilege, but he's still telling, and he's ready also. He's saying, I'm at your beck and call, king's order. But this is not fitting for you. That cleansing of the temple. But it is your pastime that you desire to do it. किंतु घट सम्मार्जनी बहुत चाहिए आज्ञा देह आजी सब यहाँ आनी दिए. But for this service, lot of brooms are required and lot of earthen pots are required for carrying. For sweeping, brooms, and for mopping, cleansing, water is required. For holding water, the earthen pots are required. नूतन एक शत घट शत सम्मार्जनी पडीछा जानिया दिल प्रभुर इच्छा जानी. He could understand all 100 brooms and 100 earthen pots. So he was ready. आरदीने प्रभाते लय्यानी जगण श्रीहस्ते सबर अंगी लेपिला चंदन. Next day morning, this is one day before happened. Now next day, all the devotees got up early in the morning. They took bath and they assembled there. Mahaprabhu personally, with his own hands, offered chandan, sandalwood, to their foreheads. श्रीहस्ते दिला सबारे एक मार्जनी सबगण लय्या प्रभु चलीला अपनी. With his own hands, he offered one broom to one devotee. Like that, each devotee got one broom. So it is empowerment. Like this service is offered. We should receive it in parampara. Here Mahaprabhu is Krishna directly giving. But in our case, we are not so pure. So the representative of Krishna will give. Whatever the tools, instruments required for our particular service. So we are given laptop and mobile also for our services, but we should take it in proper spirit like that. Like when I was made the manager for NIT Warangal Youth Center in 2000, yeah, Raishamru sent me from Pune. Go there every month for 12 days also. Do you have a laptop? I said no, I don't have. So should I give you? I said no, that's not required. A desktop in those years. Desktop was there in the youth center, and the boys would also use. I would also use. But then eventually, as the months passed by, then I was having difficulty because it was quite occupied by others. I would not be able to work on. I would not get it only. So then one day I asked Aisham Prabhu, can I? I was earlier I did not feel the need, but now I think there is need for me to have a laptop. Can I have one laptop? He said, I told you long before, but you denied. I said that time there was no need, but now he said yes. Just wait for a moment. For some time we'll get it from US. So the tool is coming from US. I'll give you in few days. I said okay, fine. Then after some 1 month or so, somebody came from US and he gave me one. And he personally called me to room and he gave in the hand. I said thank you, like that. So, so laptop and mobile should be also coming like this. Not that we say, what is this? I want a laptop. I want iPhone. This kind of foolishness we should not have. If it is really required for the level, that much only we should take. Like somebody saying here, and I want a golden broom. What is this? I'm the HOD of the day. Not golden broom. These are all simple brooms only. So what I just needed for service, that much only. Gundicha मंदिरे गेला करीते मार्जना प्रथमे मार्जनी लय्या करील शोधना. So they all went to Gundicha Mandir. Wherever Mahaprabhu gave them marjani, the broom, from there they walked to Gundicha Mandir and started cleansing the temple premises. भीतर मंदिर ऊपर सकल माजिल सिंहासन माजी पुनः स्थापना करिल. They went inside where the altar was. So there they started cleaning that area, and Simhasan where the Lord sits, that is called a Mahavedi. In Sri Mandir, that is Jagannath Mandir, it is called as Ratnavedi, and in Gundicha Mandir it is called as Mahavedi. So that's where on Mahavedi he only resides for 7 or 9 days also. So Mahaprabhu started cleaning it. सिंहासन माझी पुनः स्थापन करिल. छोट बड मंदिर कैल मार्जन शोधन पाछे तैछे शोधिल श्री जगमोहन. There are some other small premises Jagannath Puri. So you know how there are some other small temples also. So they are all cleansed very nicely. Ceiling, temple hall, all that. Singhasan, everything was done very nicely. And then temple and kirtan hall, both of them are also cleansed. चारिदिके शत भक्त सम्मार्जनी करे आपनी शोधेन प्रभु शिखान सबारे. In all four directions devotees only were visible with those 100 brooms. They were sweeping, and Mahaprabhu personally was leading. He was also having broom in his hand and he was sweeping, showing everyone how to be enthusiastic in service, no matter what the service. Apani Achari Bhakti Shikhayu Shabare. In one place it is said, by his own behavior, Mahaprabhu taught others how to practice bhakti, how to render services. Because Mahaprabhu came for that reason only. Krishna 5000 years back came, spoke entire Bhagavad Gita for the deliverance of all humanity. But hardly anybody understood. Many misunderstood, misapplied. So the proper way of practicing bhakti, the way Krishna wanted through Bhagavad Gita, had to be taught. So Krishna personally came in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years back, and he, for that reason only, took sannyas and so many things, and he taught devotees how to practice bhakti. So here Mahaprabhu was leading them all in brooming the temple premises. प्रेमोल्लासे शोधेन लयेन कृष्ण नाम भक्तगण कृष्ण कहे करे निज काम. They were doing this service with love, with ullas, with enthusiasm, and taking Krishna's holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So when today devotees do, somebody who is the coordinator, he can arrange Hare Krishna Mahamantra to be played. Ideally, devotees only chant, sing, but like we have seen while cooking, the devotees they sing together. While cutting sabji, one Mataji leads and then others. I think flower garland making also. That time one Mataji leads and other Mataji sing. So that is very wonderful. Along with the service, tongue is free only. With tongue only you can take prasad and you can chant Hare Krishna. So when you are rendering service generally, apart from prasad seva, no, you cannot use your tongue for taking prasad and simultaneously having, oh, I forgot my breakfast today morning. So along with garland making, no, it cannot be done. So only other service that is remaining of the service of the tongue is chanting Hare Krishna. So with all the services, we should be able to chant Hare Krishna. We have to practice it unlimitedly. Tongue is meant to be the mother of holy name. Hmm. So mother produces the child. The child is Harinam and the mother is Jiva. मोरारच्या मूर्ती माता तुम्ही से धरणी जीवा रूपा तुम्ही माता नामेर जननी. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu before sannyas, he is pacifying mother Shachi, who got to know that my son is mostly going to take sannyas soon. And she was shocked. What is the reason? You are wonderfully doing Harinam Sankirtan in all the 9 islands of Navadvip, and you have such nice friends Nityam Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur, Shuklamba Brahmachari, and what? And your wonderful grasta, your wife is very submissive, and I'm widowed mother. I don't have any husband. Your elder brother is gone. I live only for you. How can you think of taking? Where is it said in the scriptures that one needs to take sannyas? One can just chant Hare Krishna as a grasta and go back home, back to God. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he doesn't say, yeah, I will not take sannyas. He doesn't say that, but he's an expert. All the Vedas come from him. So he tells, mother, don't think that our relationship is temporary. Every birth that I took, you were only my mother. When I came as Lord Ram, you were Kausalya. When I came as Krishna, you were Devaki. When I came as Lord Kapila, you were Devavati. When I came as Vamandev, you were Mother Aditi. In Kali Yuga, I will appear in two forms in Sankirtan Andolan. Mora Archa Murti Mata in the form of deities. To me say Dharani, because the deities are produced from earth. Whatever we produce deities from, whether wood, whether soil, whether stones, jewels, everything comes from earth. So then Dharani is the mother of deities any form of the Lord. Jiva Rupa Tumimata Namera Janani. And when I appear in the form of holy name, when I will appear in Kali Yuga, particularly in the form of holy name, you only will be my mother as Jiva, as tongue. So our tongue should continuously chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. As Srila Prabhupada said, when we chant very nicely, you feel why only 16 rounds? Why not 16,000? So in my lectures I tell, किसके बाप ने एक दिन में 16,000 माला किए? In Hindi it is very nice. In English, whose father has chanted 16,000 rounds in one day? It is not so appealing. But okay. So nobody can chant. Father of all fathers is Namacharya Haridas Thakur. He is the Namacharya. So he chanted 192 rounds daily. So how can you make 16,000 rounds in one day? Impossible. Nobody can do that. But then the mood is what? Unlimited chanting, non-stop chanting. That's what it means. 16,000 rounds in one day. So then we should chant all the time. As His Holiness Satsrup Das Goswami Maharaj writes in Japa Reform Notebook that one should chant 16 rounds on the beats and unlimited rounds off the beats. So most of us, all of us, now currently our hand is not in the beat bag, touching the beats. So this is the time. Off the beats, we should chant unlimited rounds. 2 hours, 22 hours, unlimited rounds, non-stop. That is the function of the tongue. Tongue is meant only for glorifying Krishna. So either we should speak the glories of the Lord in the form of the way I am doing now, or preaching. You go with books to others and tell something about Krishna. You will tell, and that this is Gita spoken by Krishna, and it was so to say for Arjun, but actually it is for all of us. So we are speaking about Krishna. And when nobody is around, we can always chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is very important for all the devotees. We should not be satisfied with 16 round. And we should not be just make a display of putting hand all the time in the bead bag and saying that any service comes, Prabhu, my rounds are remaining, or I am chanting extra rounds. That no excuse should be given. One should render all physical services by all means. But when you are rendering service, you don't have to put your hand in the bead bag. Without bead bag only, without beads only, we can chant. Tongue is the mother of holy name, and mother can produce the child. And in fact, mother can produce child. It's a long procedure. 9 months she has to be pregnant and what not. But holy name by the tongue is the easiest process of production. Don't think that 2 hours of production happened and now the production is over till next day morning 5:15. No, it should be reproduction should go on continuously. This is the only reproduction, prajanan, possible in the best possible way, highest. There is nobody who can produce so much. Hmm? The beaches they produce 6, 7 puppies at a time. Mosquitoes seems to be producing thousands at a time. Frogs also, but nobody can produce millions in one day or non-stop continuously. That only tongue can produce. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Such an amazing process Krishna has given for all of our deliverance in Kali Yuga. You don't need hands, you don't need legs, you need tongue. And human beings all have tongue. They can chant. And simple thing, just repetition of the same name. Bhaktagana Krishna kahe kare nij kaam. They were chanting the holy name and they were doing their service also. धूलि धूसर तनु देखिते शोभन कहाँ कहाँ अश्रु जले करे सम्मार्जन. So there were these dust particles, dirt. They were all smeared on the body of Lord as he got on his hands and knees. So body got smeared. More. Here, dhuli, dhusar, this is contamination in one sense, isn't it? Anybody who has a lot of dust, in our language, in the evening when you come back through traffic, all the soot, that carbon monoxide, that is all smeared on your body. You need to take bath at least, fresh up and all that. So that is contamination. But when you are rendering service and this dust or anything that comes on your body, that is not contamination. That is not dushan, contamination or fault. That is bhushan, that is abhushan, that is ornament. So we should not feel that what is this? I became dirty. No. My dirty heart and dirty contaminations within my heart will be all cleansed when this dust from the temple premises falls on my body. That is the way, isn't it? भोग मंदिर शोधन करी शोधिला प्रांगण सकल आवास क्रमे करिला शोधन. So Bhog Mandir, where the Bhoga is offered to the Lord. for those 7-10 days. So that was cleansed. Then all the other premises also. तृणधूलि की झुंकुर सब एकत्र करिया बहिर्वा से लैया फैलाए बाहिर करिया. All the straws, dust, grains of sand, they were all collected in one place. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally collected through using his cloth only, his uttari that he had. With that he collected. Generally we have dust collector. Somehow dust collector was there or not there, I don't know. But Mahaprabhu, even if it was there, he did not want to use that. He wanted to use his cloth only. In 1998, first time I had gone to Jagannath Puri. I was college student then, and with His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. So there also we had gone before Rath Yatra. So we had the opportunity. All of us did Gundicha temple margin. So then His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, following in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took his uttari and with that he was collecting dust and mopping and everything. So then we saw Maharaj did that. So then we are in the male body, so we removed our kurta and then we used it and all that. Some of us had uttari, so they used their uttari. And sure enough, by the end of the thing, your uttari is gone or your kurta is gone. You become dirty beyond cleaning. It cannot be cleansed only. But no problem. That is not a loss, that's a gain because it's the perfection of that kurta. यही मत भक्त गणकारी निज वासे तृणधूलि बाहिरे फैलाय परम हरिषे. So devotees also followed in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. With great jubilation, they began to gather straws, dust with their own cloths, and throw them outside the temple. So when we collect this dust, we don't throw it. In the joke of the world is you collect the dust from your courtyard and house and all that, and throw it across the mm, what do you call that compound wall in the neighbor's courtyard. Let him suffer. So they're arch enemies of each other. So this is not the way. We should take it far away from where it should not fly back because these are very small. With the wind blowing, they can all come back again. So just like sweeping also, we do it in one direction. Who is the one who sweeps like this? So the dust is just being moved here, there, in the same hall only. You have to take it in a particular direction, collect it in one place, and then get it in the dust collector and throw it far away from here. It should not fly back again. So then Mahaprabhu did it, and other devotees also did it. प्रभु कहे के कत करी आची सम्मार्जन तृणधूल. Mahaprabhu said, I want to see how much devotees have collected, each one. The amount they have collected of the dust, from that I can understand who has really endeavored, worked hard, toiled for Krishna. So we should put our blood and sweat in the services. Any service you do, you have to put your blood and sweat. That is the perfection of your chanting. How well one has heard, to the degree one has heard nicely, to that degree he chants very nicely. He will glorify Lord very nicely. To the degree one has been hearing and chanting nicely, to that degree his remembrance of Krishna will be 24 by 7 all the time. And to the degree one has been hearing nicely, chanting nicely, and remembering nicely, to that degree in all his physical services, Padam, Sevanam, it will be reflected. He does services, they are amazing. Like they are looking like ordinary service only, cooking, sweeping, or anything like that. But it will be high quality service because his chanting is very nice, Ramanam is very nice. So all these things are inside, they cannot be seen. But outward, Pada Sevanam, physical services, display. Who is very deep in his spiritual practices. So one should be doing it wonderfully. All devotees collected their whatever that straw and everything in one place. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in another place. But surprisingly, Mahaprabhu's was bigger heap of all that contamination. And other devotees put together was very less. So Mahaprabhu was the most enthusiastic sweeper. Haribol. So that way he's the best teacher because he showed how one should be very, very enthusiastic. सभा दिन यही मत अभ्यंतर करिल मार्जन पुनः सभा कार्य दिल करिया बंटन. After the inside of the temple was cleansed, the Lord again allotted areas for the devotees to cleanse. Again, now what? Next time, next second round. सूक्ष्म धूलि तृण कांकर सब करह दूर भालमते शोधन करह प्रभुर अब अंतपुर. So what is saying? The Lord then ordered everyone to cleanse the inside of the temple very perfectly by taking finer dust, straws, and grains of sand and throwing them outside. This is olden times. So that time the tiles in between would not have like cement and all that. So there are cracks, or sometimes the cracks will be straws. There will be straws going. And when we sweep it, that doesn't come out. So Mahaprabhu is saying now you have to get deeper and remove all that from the cracks also, from the gaps also, from everywhere. So this is how one has to do cleansing of our heart also. We are all daily chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Through that, this courtyard of our heart is getting cleansed. But then again, it may fly back. These anarthas can again come back, especially by Vaishnava Aparadha. By offending Vaishnavas, whatever anarthas we have cleansed from our heart, 100 times, 1,000 times, million times more anarthas will come if we offend Vaishnavas. So, no question of disrespecting any devotee, be he small or big. Rather, respecting all devotees. According to their level, we should respect everyone. No question of disrespecting, because all these anarthas will again come. There are many other factors: association of materialistic people, our contamination, our what you call past conditioning takes us in the wrong direction where we were deriving pleasure earlier. When we commit offenses, immediately our inclination will be again going back to those wrong activities. So one should be extremely careful. Vaishnav Seva, Vaishnav Seva, Vaishnav Seva, continuous, and no question of Vaishnav Aparad anywhere. Don't give any gap only between one Vaishnav Seva and next Vaishnav Seva. Otherwise, immediately Vaishnav Aparad will fill in the gap. No, that should not be allowed. The moment one does Vaishnava Aparadh, immediately his passion and ignorance will increase. That means proportionately, lust, pride, greed, envy, anger, illusion will increase. So this should not be allowed. Bhakti is dynamic. Not that you only get purified because every day you chant 16 rounds. No, that we chant only for 2 hours. 22 hours, what do we do? If 22 hours we offend Vaishnavas, the anarthas will increase. Lust, pride, greed, envy, anger. That will all increase. So one should be extremely cautious. Very, very careful. Vando moi savadana mate. One should be very cautious, and with savdhanta one should practice. This question, Noro. Many times devotees extend a lot for services, compromising one's basic sadhan and sleep, etc. Over a period of time, one feels I am treated as a free labor here. Only. I'm free labor for last 26 years. What to do in such a case and what to advise such devotees? But we get free prasad also, na? Free accommodation, free dhoti kurta, so much we get. So no problem. One should not feel exploited. That is the perfection of life. Since some simultaneously those who are guiding, they should also ensure that devotee sadhan is not getting disturbed or reduced. I was just reading Lilamrit 2 3 days back. So there, Prabhupada was staying in Los Angeles for 4 continuous months, and he asked one Mataji, I don't remember her name, some Mataji. So he asked, so how is your chanting going on? So, huh? Indrayani. Okay, some Mataji. So just said, no, Brahma, I am not able to chant much. I am not able to complete 16 rounds. And what is the reason? Because the president and other senior devotees said, Prabhupada said physical services, they are most important. They should be done by all means. And if whatever number of rounds you are able to chant in the remaining free time, you can chant. Even if you are not able to complete 16 rounds, that's not a problem. Physical services should be by all means completed. When did I tell this? I never told this. At the time of initiation, we are told chant 16 minimum rounds, 16 good rounds. No question of not chanting any day. So then Prabhupada chastised all the devotees, particularly the leaders. So leaders should take care that their own chanting and other devotees chanting is going on properly, and other times devotees can do physical services. So there should be balance in our physical services. That is output, but the input is through sadhan, chanting, reading Prabhupada books, hearing, attending morning program. Is all input. Every day we take prasad, and we also work it out through physical work. Just imagine somebody keeps eating 3 times, 4 times. His goal is to eat as much as possible, as many number of times as possible. And he doesn't work only. He will become very fat and useless. He will be rendered useless only. And somebody else, he says, no time for prasad. I'll only work, work, work. He's like a workaholic. So then also he'll collapse. So two extremes are not proper. One should be in the middle. We eat appropriate amount of prasad, and then we work also physically. So likewise, Physical food is this prasadam, and spiritual food is our sadhan. Chanting, reading, hearing, morning program is our spiritual food. So that should be taken, and then we should do spiritual services. Remaining time after morning program, we should render varieties of services. But nobody should compromise in chanting 16 good rounds. 16 rounds have to be there, and they have to be good rounds only. Similarly, reading, Prabhupada expects us to read for 1 hour daily, minimum 1 to 2 hours. Sometimes he said 3 hours. And in Tokyo Bhagavatam class, he said 24 hours you should read my books. I do that. I do that. Prabhupada read his own books 24 hours daily. And we, as followers of Srila Prabhupada, are expected also to read his books 24 hours daily. That is written, that is spoken in Bhagavatam class only. सूक्ष्म ओके देन सब वैष्णव लया यबे दुई बार शोधिला देखी महाप्रभुर मने संतोष हईल. When second round went on and everything was like spick and span, very clean, Mahaprabhu was very very pleased. When we render service, Lord becomes very pleased because this is our connection. Bhagavan and Bhakta, they are never connected unless there is bhakti in between. And then bhakti is devotional service. Service. Either you hear about Krishna, or you speak about Krishna, you remember Krishna, or you do physical services to Krishna, or worship Krishna, or you offer prayers to Krishna, or you act as servant of the Lord, friend of the Lord, or offer everything to the Lord. But without bhakti, our connection with the Lord doesn't happen. Bhagwan remains Bhagwan in Golok Vrindavan or in temple, altar, and Bhakta remains somewhere else, sleeping or whatever. Then the connection is not there. Connection is only through bhakti, only through service. So wherever we are at any given point of time, we have to be having some service. If nothing is there, remember the Lord. Or you can read Prabhupada books. You can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. How much are we careful to make sure that our mobile is always within the tower range? When the tunnel is coming while traveling in the train, how much we are anxious. Oh, now I'm on call and the train will pass through tunnel. Mostly the call will get cut. How much we are extra careful, isn't it? If possible, we'll break that mountain only so that the call continues. We are mad after our material connections, but we are not so keen about our spiritual connection with the Lord. So that is the fallacy of this practitioner. He is not very deep in his bhakti. He's just a superficial practitioner. Just it's going on. So many devotees. It's a pride to be in ISKCON nowadays, because ISKCON is famous all over the world now, isn't it? That's why so many envious people are putting so many other things also on YouTube. How money goes to America, or ISKCON people are doing this nonsense, that nonsense. Why? Because ISKCON is big. Who will criticize some small organization who has 5 followers? No question. It doesn't get into eyes. But ISKCON is in everyone's eyes. Everywhere ISKCON, ISKCON, ISKCON. क्योंकि इनके मुंह चेहरे पे होती है हमेशा मुस्कान. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. So there should be muskan always on our face. Face should not be like, I have to chant 16 rounds now. Then you are not ISKCON devotee. You are not Prabhupada's follower. You should be enthusiastic. Hari bol. Anyway, throughout day I chant with my tongue, but now officially with devotees in the morning, wonderful after morning program, Mangalati, etc. Such a wonderful privilege. I'm so happy. One should be enthusiastic. So that is the perfection of devotional practice. आर शत जन घट शत घट जल भरी प्रथमे लयाचे काल अपेक्षा करी. So now they brought water pots filled with water, and they were waiting again for Mahaprabhu's indication. Jala आन बोली अबे Mahaprabhu कहिला. When Mahaprabhu said bring water, तबे शत घटानी प्रभु आगे दिला. Then they brought the earthen pots which they had already filled. So how much obedience is required? We should no point of time think that this is my service now, I will do it, and nobody can come in between. Even the devotee who gave me the service, or president, or GPC, or Prabhupada also cannot come now. No. We should, let's say we are told now, sweep the floor. And we, everybody is there, and I'm going, and I'm told, no, 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 not sweeping. You go for assisting in cooking. Cut the sabji. Immediately I should go towards the kitchen. And before even I touch the sabji, I am told, no, 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 not this. You will assist the cook in cooking. Go in the kitchen area. Then I'm going to that side. And then, no, 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 no. You are not required as an assistant cook. You should go for purchasing. And I'm going out, and my vehicle is ready, and I'm about to start the vehicle. No, 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 no. This devotee will go, and you, hey, 1 hour is over, nothing is done. Only you just, how nothing is done? Pada Sevanam is done, na? You are moving around in temple. That is the service that you did. Good. And your tongue, why was your tongue not chanting? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. While walking towards the broom, you should have been chanting, which you did not do. And when you were sent for subject cutting, going to kitchen, you should be chanting. You did not do that. While going inside the kitchen, you should have been chanting. You did not do that. So it is your problem. That person is perfect. So like that, what is done? Ma phaleshu kanchan. Don't get frustrated. No service was done. That is our ignorance. That's what I could have been chanting. And Pada Sevanam is happening within the temple only. I am moving. What's the problem? Such a holy premises. Who doesn't want to be in temple? Grahasthas, they hanker. When will Sunday come? And when will we go to temple? Other days, weekdays, we have to work. We cannot go. And they are hankering. So, and then after they coming here, they go to so many services. So good, na? We are moving around in temple. This itself is perfection of life. If you are just within temple premises, going here, going there, even if service is not done, submission is there. Bhakti inward, one word means submission also. So if you are just submissive to superiors, done. Service, he knows, na? In 1 hour, you have not done anything because he only kept changing services. So he knows. So he is not concerned about it. Maybe the lesson or the service being taught is submission only in this 1 hour. And if you get it, well done. If not, then it's all failure. So that should not happen. प्रथमे करिल प्रभु मंदिर प्रक्षालन ऊर्ध्व अधो भित्ति ग्रह मध्य सिंहासन. So first, प्रथमे करिल प्रभु मंदिर प्रक्षालन, cleansing of the temple. ऊर्ध्व अधो भित्ति ग्रह मध्य. So first the ceiling. Imagine you sweep the floor very nicely, then you pour the water on the walls and you clean them, and then you throw the water on the ceiling. This is not the way, because gravitational pull is in the downward direction. Had it been upward direction, then this is perfect. So downward. So first ceiling, then walls, and then the floor, like that. खापरा भरिया जल ऊर्ध्वै चलाइला सही जले ऊर्ध्वशोधि भित्ति प्रक्षालिला. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself and his devotees began to throw water onto the ceiling. When this water fell, it washed the walls and floor. So the same water. So water usage will be less. Water saving. That will also happen. Shri Haste Karena Simhasanera Marjan Prabhu Age Jalani Dev Bhaktagan. Okay, one more question. As we mentioned, we should be chanting always, but during being active in prayers or any activity, sometimes we may not be attentive to what we are chanting. Yeah, that's not a problem. But your heart is willing to chant. Now that's how the tongue will be inspired to speak. If your heart is not willing, how the otherwise it will not come. Automatically after some minutes, you will stop chanting. And you will remember, I did not chant. Again, I want to chant. Then you will start chanting. Like that. And over a period of time, you will learn to put your heart in chanting also. You will be very attentive. While walking, while doing walking also we should chant. Pratipadam Purna Amruta Aswadanam means what? At every step it is full nectar. So now after the lecture I'll be getting down, I'll be walking towards the room. So at every step where is the nectar for me? When I go in the room they'll give me prasad. That will be nectar. But how am I experiencing on the way to prasadam? Nectar at every step. That is only if I chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nowadays we have this smartphone, I think, a smart watch. In that it counts also how many steps you walked, isn't it? That particular day, and the goal is I think 10,000. So our goal also off the beats throughout the day. So it's very much developed desire. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. And when we get our desire activated through some actions, slowly attention will come, love will come, all these things will come. In traditional days, the girl would be married The boys and girl at very less age, small, they were very small. Then at some time, then she sent her in-laws place, and for her, the husband is a boy only, just slightly elder to him. And then the mother-in-law says, okay, this boiled milk, you give it to him. And she keeps it on the table, and she tells him, this is milk for you. Hmm? Sasuma told you should take. Okay, Hare Krishna. And she doesn't have love for him, but as she keeps rendering services day after day, month after month, then one point of time the love develops. Service will lead to love. So we should render services, chanting all time, then love will develop. Chanting apart from what is this 2 hour, should be attentive? No, it will come, attention will come, because in attention, no, you have love, that's why you are getting the desire to chant. After your 16 rounds are over, no problem. Sanketyam parihasyam va stobam helanam eva Vaikuntha namagrahanam asheshagam haram vidyu. Sanketyam. Indirectly also you chant, it's not a problem. Our goal is 24 hours chanting. How would we be there? Till we start somewhere at least. 16 rounds is not good enough. Prabhupada, when he went to West, when the hippies came, the early followers, and they said, how many rounds, Swamiji? 64. 64 is too much. Please, some concession of mercy. Prabhupada said 32. That is also too much. More, more concession. Prabhupada said 16 minimum, no less. So that shows 64 is the standard meant for all the devotees of ISKCON. When Prabhupada went to West, they're all hippies. There's not a single hippie who is telling 32. Prabhupada to them is telling 64. But because they asked for concession, Prabhupada gave it. But what is the expectation? Expectation is 64 rounds. And how can we get time for 64 rounds in one sense? Even brahmacharis for that matter. That's why 16 rounds on the beats, unlimited rounds off the beats. And unless you start that with your tongue, how would you reach there? 64 rounds, means 16 rounds on the beats, 48 rounds off the beats minimum. And then sometime later we'll reach 16 rounds on the beats, unlimited rounds off the beats. 16 rounds in 2 hours on the beats, and in 22 hours unlimited rounds off the beats. So one has to move forward in that direction, no? Otherwise you'll never reach there. The goal is 24 hours chanting. Satatam kirtayanto mam. So you have to begin it. Don't bother about will it be attentive, it will not be attentive. If it is inattentive in one sense, you will not be chanting only. Your mouth will stop automatically. You try. Today you try. See, yeah, when your desire will die off after a few minutes, and then you'll forget. You'll remember, I have not been chanting. I forgot. Again, the desire will come, and then you'll start. So that's how one has to go on. Shrihaste Karena Simhasane Ramarjan Prabhu Age Jalani Dev Bhaktagan. Mahaprabhu started cleansing the Mahavedi, the platform where Lord would be sitting in future, and devotees were offering water to him. Bhaktagana Kare Graha Madhya Prakshalan Nija Nija Haste Kare Mandira Marjan. The devotees within the temple began to wash. Each one had a broom in his hand, and in this way they cleansed the temple of the Lord. Keha Jala Anideya Mahaprabhu Rakare, Keha Jala Deya Tara Charano Pare. Some devotees brought water in earthen pot and gave in the hand of Mahaprabhu, and some poured water on his feet also. Amazing. Because they are also having their personal agenda. It's not ulterior motive, it is superior motive, best motive. Keha lokaya kare sei jalapana. Some others hidingly they were drinking that water, because water poured on Mahaprabhu's feet will not remain there. It will flow in the downward direction. And Mahaprabhu is in the front, his feet are backside, and the water is going that side, and the devotee is drinking there. Mahaprabhu doesn't know only. He might have been thinking that somehow some water came on my feet. He doesn't know what is happening. He knows everything, but he doesn't know it. He knows everything, but he doesn't know anything, because he knows the devotees love me. Like that. केह लोक ओके घर धोई प्रणालिकाय जल छाड़ी दिला सही जल प्रांगण सब भरीला रहिला. So water was everywhere then, so it had to be routed through the outlet. It was going, and then the outside courtyard got filled then. निज वस्त्रे कैला प्रभु ग्रह सम्मार्जन. Mahaprabhu निज वस्त्रे माजिला सिंहासन. With his own uttari he was cleansing. शतघट जले हैला मंदिर मार्जन. मंदिर शोधिया कैला ये न निजमन. With those 100 water pots, water unlimited times they kept bringing the water, and they kept cleansing the whole thing. Whole mandir got cleansed, as were their minds. When we are cleansing the temple premises, our minds are also getting purified. When we chant also, our mirror of our heart is also getting cleansed. So we should know that any service I do, my heart is getting cleansed. And anytime I'm not rendering service, Maya will overpower me, and she is very expert. That's why 24 by 7 we should be engaged. Some service or the other. 9 services are there. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam. You choose whichever you like. And according to time, place, circumstances also. Like if you are in the bus traveling from office to home, so which service you can do? Hmm. Padasevanam, you lose your seat. You get up from bus seat and you walk towards the conductor. Immediately the seat will go. So Padasevanam is not good within the bus. No, Smaranam if possible. If not chanting, like that. Extra rounds, not 16 rounds. 16 rounds in the morning preferably. Or reading you can do like that. Once one devotee with my friend, I was going to Pune ISKCON temple when I was a student. So he was sitting and driving scooter. I was sitting behind, and on his back I kept Prabhupada book and I was reading loudly for him also to hear. For half an hour, all throughout I was reading and he was hearing. But I told him, your main primary service is driving. If you don't hear some points, it's okay. But driving, otherwise both of us will reach original Kunjaveri in Golok Vrindavan. Or I निर्मल शीतल स्निग्ध करीला मंदिरे आपन हृदय ना धुरीला बाहिरे. So everything was spotlessly clean. When the temple was cleansed, it was purified, cool and pleasing. This feeling all of us should have. Cool life. While having the intense services, missionary services. But inside we are cool. Prabhupada, if you see, running 108 temples worldwide. And I think our Prabhu, what is his name? Rameshwar Prabhu brings a check, blank check. And Prabhupada takes the check in his hand. In your ever Velveshwar movie, you'll see. He takes it in the left hand, keeps it on the table. He takes the pen from the pen box, removes the lead, and earlier times lead would be there. And then he holds the check and his long sign A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami, such a long sign. And then he puts the pen in the lid. He then he puts it in the pen box. He lifts the check and gives in the hand of Rameshwara Prabhu. Person running 108 temples all over the world. How cool he is. Because he knows Krishna is running, not me. And that is very clear with Prabhupada. He never thought that I am running the temples. So one should be cool while rendering services. And then it should be pleasing also and purified. We'll feel purification also. Just as if the Lord's own pure and mind had appeared. Shata shata jalna jala bhare sab sarovare घाटे स्थान nahi ke ho kup jala bhare. Some because hundreds of devotees were filling these waters from that sarovar, Indradumna sarovar. So then some devotees could not get to sarovar only, no access. So then they got water from some well also nearby. पूर्ण कुंभ लैया ऐसे शत भक्तगण शून्य घट लैया यायु आर शत जन. So the filled up water pots were taken and then empty water pots were also sent in a chain of devotees like that. Nityananda Advaita Swarupa Bharati Puri Ihavinu Arasaba Ane Jala Bhari. Some devotees were not there in these physical services. Nityam Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Swarup Damodar, Bharati, that is Paramananda, this is Brahmanand Bharati, Puri, Paramananda Puri. So these 5 devotees are very senior devotees. Doesn't mean that senior devotees should not do services, but other devotees said, you don't. Otherwise our service will reduce. Ghate Ghate Theki Kvata Ghata Bhangi Gela. In the process of moving these filled pots and sending back the empty pots, sometimes there would be collision of pots and the pots would break. Shata Shata Ghata Loka Tahalaya Aila. So that's why hundreds of more pots, new pots were also brought. जल भरे घरे घर धाय धोय करे हरि ध्वनि कृष्ण हरि ध्वनि बिना आर नाही सुनी. So they were bringing water, they were cleansing, they were chanting the holy name. Apart from Krishna's holy name, there was no other sound heard. कृष्ण कृष्ण कही करे घटे रम प्रार्थन, Krishna Krishna kahi kare ghata samarpan. So how to understand that what is the need of a devotee? Devotee wants pot. So he said Hari Hari. So Hari Hari, and he's showing the hand. So then the other devotee understand he wants the water. He wants the pot. So he would hand it over to him like that. And then he has got the water pot, and the other devotee is engaged from forward. He doesn't know what is happening. So then he understand. Okay, I should take the pot and forward it like that. So everything, everywhere only Krishna Krishna or Hari Hari words were only used. Not that Prabhu Hare Krishna, could you please take this pot ahead? No, that language was not there. Miss in English or Sanskrit or Bangla, whatever. No, only Hari Hari or Krishna Krishna like that. So he understand what Krishna Krishna here means. This filled pot I should move forward, or empty pot I should give backward like that. So they were very clear. This is how it should be. Krishna Krishna. In one of the Maharashtrian saints says that saint says, "Vadane kavala gheta nama ghyave Shri Hariche." With every morsel of food that you take, you should chant the name of Lord. Madhav, Vinod, Govind, Keshav. With every morsel, you should chant. You can chant the same name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Prabhupada has made it very simple for us. But otherwise, if you know many names, one foreign devotee, disciple of Srila Prabhupada had come, Radha Kund Prabhu, many years back. So he told this principle to us in the class, and then afterwards we were sitting with him only for breakfast prasadam. So he said, "Now you guys apply. So okay, each devotee will say one name of the Lord while taking the morsel, and others will repeat. So everyone in turn. So one devotee said Madhav, and all of us repeated Madhav, and we all took prasad. Okay, your turn now. He was guiding us. He said Keshav, then we all said Keshav, and we are honoring prasadam. It's a very wonderful exercise. We became quite Krishna conscious by then. So 24 hours, this should go on. यही यही कहे से ही कहे कृष्ण नाम हैल संकेत सब कामे. Whatever they wanted, it was service they wanted, desired that time. Only Krishna नाम was the sanket, that was the indication. प्रेमावेशे प्रभु कहे कृष्ण कृष्ण नाम, एकले प्रेमावेशे करे शत जनेर काम. Mahaprabhu was also chanting Krishna 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 with love, and he was doing what 100 devotees could have done otherwise. That is Mahaprabhu. शतहस्ते करण येन शालन मार्जन प्रतिजन पाशे आई कराना शिक्षण. It appeared as though Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were cleansing and washing with 100 hands. He approached every devotee just to teach him how to work. भाल कर्म देखी तब तारे करे प्रशंसन मने ना. Time is over. Okay, till fast breaking till 10:15. So what to do? Okay, he's saying to end. So I will just go in quick. Now we will not read the verses, which is a great pleasure, because this is nectar indeed. Mm, Life without these verses of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is not so nectarian. With this, it becomes very nectarian. So then Mahaprabhu was seeing that who has collected so much, and anybody who collected a lot, he was appreciated by Mahaprabhu, and other devotees were told, learn from him. And Mahaprabhu told him also that you teach how to do big or more service. So he was doing that. So then they went forward. They cleansed different areas. One point of time, one Bengali devotee, he poured water on Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, and this time Mahaprabhu detected. Mahaprabhu was very upset. Then he told Swarup, he's just ordinary human being. Mahaprabhu is simple, ordinary human being. So this is not good. So then Swarup Damodar Goswami caught him by his neck and took him outside the temple. So what are you doing? This is not good. This, like you are chastised. But Mahaprabhu was internally very happy because this is to be done. Na? This is part of Archanam. You should wash the lotus feet of the Lord. But he is not there to say that he is the Supreme Lord. So for that reason, externally he was angry, but internally he was very happy also with the attitude of the devotee. Also, he said, "You are Bengali Vaishnav." Hmm. So that means all of us are under Swarup Damodar Goswami. Swarup Damodar Goswami is Lalita Sakhi. So in all the Sakhis, the head Sakhi is Lalita. And in Lalita Sakhi's group of Manjaris, the head Manjari is Shri Rupa Manjari. So thus we are Rupanugas, that means we are also Swarupanugas, Sarmut Damodar Goswami's followers also. All of us are under him. So then Mahaprabhu said, this will be offense on my part if I accept like this, what foot wash by anyone like that. So Prabhupada has given long purport there. Mm, Parampara says, we covered those points. So in temple hall, Prabhupada says, no one should accept obeisances in the temple of the Lord before the deity. So some senior Vaishnava comes and the temple altar is open, so we don't pay obeisances. But after altar closes or when we go out, then we see him, then we pay obeisance. So it's a delayed obeisance in one sense, but no problem. Because in front of their lordships, we are not supposed to pay obeisances. Hmm. They cleanse all the premises, everything. All. Then they went to nursing mandir also. We'll not get into that. But thus, this is how. So what we learn from this, Srila Bhaktivedanta Thakur says in his commentary that there are so many anarthas in our heart. They are all like these dust particles, straw particles, etc. Through the process of chanting mainly and other services also. And one should be very enthusiastic the way Mahaprabhu showed. Should go on. And it will not be, this might have been, don't know how much, but 3, 4, 5, 6 hours service. But our cleansing of the heart, this is huge premise. And this will take, it takes lifetimes. By Prabhupada's mercy, it can happen in one lifetime. So we should be enthusiastic. We should not feel what is this. So many years I've been chanting and anarthas are not going. So don't become anartha bhakta. Become Krishna bhakta. Hmm? Isn't it? You're so much servant thinks of master a lot, isn't it? What is master doing now? What is master expecting me? So we're thinking of about our anarthas. Oh, lust is increased in 5 years, and the pride, yeah, 10 times more increased, and anger also. I'm angry on all the devotees. In the beginning I would be angry on the devotees who would approach me. Now I'm angry on all those who don't approach me also. I only approach them and become resistant. So don't become anartha bhakta, become Krishna bhakta. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Why to care for anarthas will go. It's like in the this thing what you call glass, empty glass. There is air only is filled. When I pour water, air is all expelled automatically. So similarly, anathas will all go out. If I am always chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, don't worry about the other side. One should not become anartha bhakta. One should become Krishna bhakta, and anathas will go. Why to care? When our Jayanand Prabhu was asked, Prabhu, Prabhu, no, have you thought about going to Golok Vrindavan? He said, I don't have time to think about all this. I have so many services for Prabhupada. I don't bother about all this. So that's it. You should not even bother about going back to Godhead. No, here only. What we will do in back to Godhead, we are doing here only. Only this body poses limitation. When Krishna sees that this person is so enthusiastic, night time he feels, he condemns that 6 hours I have to sleep or I have to eat daily 1, 2 hours. So when our criticism, condemnation and regret for our body, which is limiting our services, reaches height, that time Krishna will take us out of this body and give us spiritual body in Golok Vrindavan. So otherwise, as long as we have this body, continue with services with this body in this world. How does it matter? For you, Adhyatmic, Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik Klesh doesn't remain. If you are into services, the moment you stop service, immediately Adhyatmic, Adi Bhautik or Adi Daivik, one of the three will immediately start. So don't stop. Continue service, non-stop. Ahetuki, apratihata. If you have causeless, without any material motive service you are rendering, then it will not be interrupted by anything. Nothing can interrupt you. The devotees who were put in jail in Serbia, Siberia, or wherever, Russian devotees and all that. So their beads were snatched away. Then they were given breads with fishes to eat. Fish was the food there. So fish to no question. Now bread is the only dry thing. That also beads are gone. They took the bread, put it into like this pearl kind of thing, put a hole and put a thread through that. 108 beads made up of bread. And on that they would chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. See, eaten. Hmm? Fish to anyway they cannot eat. Bread also they did not eat. At least at till the time 108 builds were formed. So that kind of enthusiasm the devotees had during proper time or later on also. So we also have to follow in the footsteps of our predecessors and be always enthusiastic, never become discouraged. Prabhupada was man of no discouragement. Because bhakti never offers discouragement. When we practice bhakti with offenses, then there are so many things to get discouraged. Lust will increase, anger will increase, pride will increase. But if we are practicing pure devotional service as guided by our acharyas, there's no question of decreasing enthusiasm, ever increasing enthusiasm. And there's no upper limit to it. It will be ever all on increase. So we should be enthusiastic in our cleansing of internal premises also. External premises cleansing is for the reason of getting internals purified. Our heart will be purified when we keep cleaning the temple premises. And when we are doing that, simultaneously the four regulative principles help us not to get back that dust particles to come in our heart again. So they should be avoided. And another thing, maybe and meat, this is very easy. Illicit sex, some thoughts may be there, that will also go away. But the worst thing is to offend Vaishnavas. By that, all this done will be undone. Hmm. Yes, no, like you write type for 5 hours, lot of text, and you can just select all, delete, and everything. So deleting is not, it doesn't take time, but typing takes a lot of. Nowadays AI is there, but still, you have to still at least speak something, but still it takes time. But deleting is very fast. So one should not commit offenses because offenses you commit immediately your lust, pride, greed, envy, anger, illusion. They will be on rise. They will be increasing. So our goal is not to increase them, though they will automatically go away by practicing bhakti. So let us practice bhakti enthusiastically, especially on today's day, by cleansing the temple premises. And know for sure, when you are cleansing the temple premises, to the degree you cleanse, to the degree enthusiastically you cleanse, to that degree your internal heart premises will be automatically cleansed. That is Lord's service. You have to cleanse Lord's courtyard, and Lord will clean your heart. Yatamam prapadyante. As you surrender, I reciprocate. Kotsava ki, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Samaveta Gaura Bhakta ki, Nitai Gaur Premananda.
Hare Krishna. So, very grateful for all the devotees who came for the Sunday morning program today. So, beginning this Sunday, so we are beginning our Sunday morning congregation program. So, this idea came up by His Grace Kripamay Gaurang Prabhu and blessed by Anukul Krishna Prabhu, Madhusudan Prabhu, Rakal Krishna Prabhu, Shivas Krishna Prabhu, and other devotees, Radhapati Gopinath Prabhu. So, this will be the Sunday morning congregation program of Seshadripuram devotees there. Because many times devotees 11:30, southern devotees they manage, and one verse is taken, many new people are coming. So we wanted to have a morning program for devotees who are staying nearby Sheshadripuram. They can come morning, go for Harinam Sankirtan, Guru Puja, and attend the Shrimad Bhagavatam class. So this was the morning program for all the Sheshadripuram devotees coming every Sunday. The next week we'll have it on Saturday, which is Rath Yatra day. But coming forward, we'll have different senior speakers and classes. Kripa Garampu suggested we'll have classes on Chaitanya Charitamrita, their lessons. Because many devotees have read Bhagavatam, but we get more exposure to learn lessons on community building from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So that will help to these classes. And we like to thank His Grace Sundarshyam Prabhu for inaugurating our the series of Chaitanya Charitamrita with Gundicha Marjana. So wonderfully narrating the pastimes. We would like to go more, but fast breaking time is till 10:15. So therefore, we didn't want the devotees to get inconvenience. So let us thank His Grace Sundarshyam Prabhu one time chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And prasadam for all devotees is on the second floor. And it's only for the devotees who are attending the class there. So please honor the prasadam on second floor above. So you can go and thanks to our Nilachal Yoga devotees who made the all setup for prasadam and they are waiting for serving our above. And today afternoon we'll have 2 to 4 p.m. Gundicha margin. So some devotee suggested you are having a theory, but you should have something practical. So I hope they inspired. So 2 to 4 p.m. we'll be doing the Gundicha margin over here, and led by our Damodar Prabhu. So he'll be here. So it is a nice experience to call Lord Jagannath, by cleaning the temple hall. So thank all the devotees and see all the devotees every Sunday. And for the next week, coming Saturday, which is a Rath Yatra day, because after Rath Yatra, nobody will want to come on the next day Sunday. So we're having the class Saturday. Otherwise, we'll continue the Sundays there. Hare Krishna. So I think that. So any devotees are coming first time? Okay. So Rath Yatra posters and pamphlets are available. Please collect from BVT there. And any newcomers today? For the first time, you have come to the temple. Okay. There. And so today's prasada is sponsored by His Grace Aranjan Mother Prabhu. There. And please break your fast before 10:50. Hare Krishna.